That's great. Okay, no. Yeah. Welcome back to Millennials with Money. My name is Johnny, back with another financial independence vlog for you guys. And for this vlog, I've got an interview, an informal conversation with one of my YouTuber friends, Marcus Schilling. Marcus is based in Zurich, but he's actually been in Madrid for the past week. So whilst he's been here, being safe and responsible, of course, we have met up, we've gone to a restaurant, we've shot some hoops on the basketball court, and of course we made some videos together. So what I've got for you now is an interview, an informal conversation that we had about financial independence, and particularly young people striving for financial independence. Without going into too much detail, Marcus actually became financially independent last year through some unexpected circumstances. But the freedom that it's given him and what he's doing with that freedom is really inspiring, and I hope that you guys find it useful and that you enjoy this interview that you're about to see. So let's go check it out. All right, Marcus, it's great to have you with me today. You know, I watch your channel, you do a lot of videos on Switzerland, but you're here today in Madrid. So what brings you here?
What brings me here? First of all, the good weather.
Yeah.
The good weather. And like in Switzerland, bars and restaurants are completely closed. So I thought, man, I want to eat in a normal restaurant again because of that. And also I knew a friend in Madrid, and also you are from Madrid. And I thought to myself, man, why not meet up with you guys? And I asked you, obviously, and you were also down to do some videos and to hang out. And yeah, the weather, the food, and my friends.
Yeah, that's great. But, you know, yeah, and I completely understand, you know, like a lot of places shut down. Madrid is actually one of the few cities in Europe which is pretty open at the moment and is easy to get to. So yeah, I totally get it. But you know, it's like end of March. Easter is next week actually. A lot of people are still actually studying or working, but you know, you've been able to come here. So what's your situation? How's it been possible?
Yeah, right now I'm not employed. I'm self-employed. I do what I like to, and I don't have to be in Switzerland right now. I can do my stuff that I'm working on from everywhere basically. And yeah, that's that.
Yeah, so you're like a digital nomad. You're financially independent in a sense, in the fact that you work however you want to work. You work when you want to work. You can spend time on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, it's basically that. I don't rely on a job. Fortunately, I don't rely on a job. I can spend my time whatever I want, and yeah, I know my situation is a bit special, and yeah, but I'm very grateful, and I know I'm very fortunate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so obviously you just kind of explained to us a few of the good things of being financially independent, because that's essentially what you are at the moment. You know, you can work when you want, you can dedicate time to your YouTube channel, you can work or generate income from wherever you are, essentially, because you're financially independent. So what are some of the other benefits of being financially independent? What has it allowed you to do with your time, with your life in general?
Yeah, that's a good question. And first of all, I've not been financially independent since forever. Like, that all just happened very quickly last year. I also had my normal job, and we were not rich at all. I came just from a normal, basic family, middle standard, or what's that called?
Middle class, yeah.
Middle class, even. And yeah, I also had my job. And the good thing about financial independence is, for me, like, I didn't like the job I chose first. I worked for that a few years, and I noticed, man, that's not the thing I want to do my whole life. Then I knew I will go to school to do something else. I did that. I liked my second job much, much better, but I also knew, man, this is not it. I have to wake up at 7 o'clock. You know, when in the winter it's dark, wake up at 7, go to the office, work the whole day, come back and it's dark, and then you have to work on the things you want to achieve in life after that, like at the evening. And if you also have a girlfriend and friends and hobbies, it's very very stressful and very time consuming, and it drains you out sometimes. And
essentially you have to put your own goals there on the side. You've got your main, your job is kind of what you have to dedicate the majority of your passion, your time, your energy to, right?
Yeah. And you have to put a whole lot of energy in something you don't really like, and to maybe you don't like your environment, your boss, but you still have to do it because you obviously need the money. And that's the good thing, the first good thing, that you don't have to do to deal with that. When you don't like it, you just don't do it, and you don't have to put so much of your energy and time into that. And the second very good thing about financial independence is time. I mean, the most valuable resource that we have is like time. I mean, okay, you can have so much money you want, but I mean, if you're a millionaire, day still has 24 hours, and we all live until we, 90, 100 years old. So time is the most valuable thing. With financial independence, you can structure your day, structure time how you want. And I mean, for me, that's time. I can structure it how I want. It's so valuable.
Yeah. I mean, in my case, I enjoy my job. I like what I do. But like you say, I have other things that I like to do as well. And, I have to work from 8 till 5 every day to generate, the money that keeps me alive, that sustains me, so to speak. So really, people do, and people can continue to work while they're in financial independence, but it's great that they do it because they still like to do what they do, and they do it because they enjoy what they do. But very much the freedom to decide what you do with your life and what you do with your time, I think, is one of the best things that you're probably seeing from financial independence, and when I get there one day, hopefully as well.
And I think a lot of, that's just a guess, but I think the majority of people would do something else if they don't have to do their actual, I mean, they like the job, but if they don't need that income, I think they would do something else. That's just my guess.
Yeah, it's a very interesting point, and I think it probably holds true to some extent. So,
And also an advantage of financial independence is that, I did say that I came from a middle-class family, but to go a little bit more into detail, like I saw that, for example, my mother was healthy, unable to work, and then you get money from the government, but you have to reevaluate that every other year. She was 53 years old, and if they don't approve you to get that money, you have to find a job. And if you are 53 years old and did not work for several years, I mean, it's not very easy to find a job. And so she was very, 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 for real, very worried about where the money is coming from, and how to pay rent and all that stuff. And I was there I still live with you, I support you, or I support us, obviously as a family, but it's still, when you see someone is so worried about where the money is coming from, it makes you think, now I'm financially independent, but now I know I don't want to be ever again in that position to be worried about where the money is coming from.
Exactly,
It's very stressful thing to see and witness.
It's a complete game changer. I'm not financially independent like you are, but I have an emergency fund. I've got investments. Money is not a worry that constantly crosses my mind. I have to work to keep the money coming in, but I don't worry about. I have worries about maybe what if I lost my job, or what if the economic situation changes. It would impact drastically. It could impact me, but I don't worry about how am I going to eat tomorrow. I don't worry about, I've got this debt I have to pay off. It's different worries. And then in the case of financial independence, money is almost, I don't want to say you don't have to worry about it completely, but a lot of those worries, you don't have them because they're not things they're not problems that you have with that money situation.
The Maslow pyramid.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
With the needs, and when you worried about your like your basic needs, it's like a very stressful life. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're a very special case, you know, as you've just said. There's not many other young people in your situation. There is a community of people, you know, the financial independence, the FIRE community, and the investing community that is trying to get to your position, and we all, of course, wish them that. We hope they get there one day. But it seems still that a lot of young people, they're either not aware of it, or they don't want to invest their money, they don't want to save their money. Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think more people aren't aware of this movement, or maybe don't want to do it and just live in their you know, living paycheck to paycheck, or not actively trying to build a financial future?
I think a lot of people don't know about that. For me, I didn't know about that, like in my early stage as an adult, in my early 20s, like I did spend money. Like, fun fact, when I was first time here in Madrid, like at my 21st birthday, I bought a Gucci jacket, which was like completely dumb. It was like so expensive. And yeah, I spent so much money. And yeah, just since like 2019, like on YouTube, I watched, like, you know, the recommended page, and then there was like some financial videos. And I always was interested in finance and stuff, but I did not get that you could invest. And so I started more and more research about that. On, again, YouTube and the internet, and I found out, man, when you save and invest your money, it has so many advantages. But again, to your question, why do young people don't get investing and financial independence and the FIRE movement? I think a lot of people don't know about it as I did. Or the second reason is like, they maybe know, okay, investing is something, but they just did not do the calculations and really thought about it, like what advantages does it have? Because I tell my friends, yeah, look, it has this and this and this advantages, but they are like, yeah, maybe, no, I'm young, I'm young, I still have time. But they, for example, don't get that, like, time is also a very important factor.
The power of compounding, for example.
If you have a big starting capital is a big factor, but most of people don't have that. So time of compound is a huge factor. They just don't get that. They think they have time, and I think, that's...
Yeah, it's a good point. And I think if we think about the FIRE movement or financial independence, it's let's call it an underground movement, so to speak. If you look at what mainstream media, like financial institutions, are pushing, it's all student loans, particularly in the US, student loans, or like credit cards with certain advantages, competing on, like, you know, interest. What else you got? Banks trying to sell mortgages. And all this is doing, you know, I think young people think this is the life they want, but what they don't realize is the debt burden that comes with it, and how it actually, debt is enslaving, so to speak, you know, and it adds to that pressure of, you know, you've got to work to pay off that debt, otherwise your home's getting repossessed, or your assets, whatever you have, can be repossessed to cover that debt. And financial independence, it's the complete opposite. It's having that freedom. But I don't think a lot of people know about it, right?
Yeah, but like, from where should they know it? Because where do you get that from? I mean, I got that from the internet. It was random that I found that.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you find about that?
I mean, my situation is pretty similar to yours. By curiosity, I was interested in investing, and when I knew it's something I wanted to do when I started working. And then from, you know, starting researching investing videos on YouTube, one thing led to another, and you get deeper and deeper into it, and then you come across FIRE.
Yeah.
But this is a whole other topic, but, you know, I don't think promoting financial independence is in the interest of society or financial institutions today.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But that's another video for another day. but that's a great answer. So Marcus, you're 24 and financially independent. So what are you hoping to do now? What do you look forward to doing?
Right now, my big goal is to grow my YouTube channel. That's my first big thing, and And other, yeah, about investing, that this plays out. And yeah, right now I don't have that big of a goal. Like, yeah, YouTube, in investing, and otherwise, yeah, travel the world. That's a big goal. Travel the world, but that's a bit hard right now after COVID. But yeah, this was my initial plan to do a travel last year, like around the world. But yeah. Couldn't do that.
Well, you know, hopefully the world in a year or two will be a much different place, and you'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
And we just did a video for your channel as well, where I talk about what it's like to live abroad. So hopefully you get some of that experience as well when you go traveling.
Yeah, I would really enjoy that. I mean, your experience. I mean, yeah, you said the experience is great, and yeah, it would be a regret if you didn't do that. And I did not travel that much in my life. I've not been around the world so much, and I really want to do that as my for the future now, in the short-term future.
Yeah, and all that thanks to financial independence.
Yeah, thanks.
Great. All right, guys, so that was another financial independence vlog. It was really great to have Marcus here on my channel here in Madrid. You know, we had a great time, and it's great, obviously, to speak to other people who are on the journey and get their thoughts on it as well, because it's all very well that I tell you one thing, but you know, as counterintuitive as it sounds, you know, you got to listen to other people as well, not just come to one source. It's great to get views from other people. So Marcus, thank you for sharing your views. Make sure you go check out his channel, guys. I'll leave the link in the description. Smash the like button on his videos. He always says that. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. You know what to say, right?
Oh no, I don't know, right?
I'll
See you in the next one, and let's get this money.
Sick.
Yeah, thanks, man.
There you go.